Well, hello there. How is everyone? You beautiful, beautiful people, you. It's the midweek hump. That's right. It's the midweek hump. This week is flying. This week is flying. Do not forget, before I say anything more, tonight I will be over at Break the Ice channel. There will be a link in the description that will take you to a video that is on Break the Ice's channel. So you can join us and talk over there on his channel. Like I did live last night. Thank you for those of you that joined. If you missed it, get over there on the replay, because this video is going to just be addressing something that was kind of the premise of that, which we was talking about trolls in the Idaho 4 case. And I did a community feed post, and as you can imagine, the comments lit up because people, they read something and it's like they struggle to comprehend what you're trying to say. Like, I will turn around and say, like, a troll, for instance, is someone with a difference of opinion. Have a difference of opinion, and because they have a difference of opinion, you then clash about it. So people automatically, they're like, oh, so what you're saying is that anybody who has a difference of opinion to you, Harsh, they're a troll. No, fuck off, you fucking moron. That's not what I said at all. And if that's what you thought, then what you need to do is learn to fucking read. It's not... The difference of opinion is the catalyst to two roads. In effect, three, because you could have a difference of opinion that sends you down this track, and that is one where you have an adult conversation. You can discuss your differences of opinion. You can appreciate that we don't agree on everything and build a decent relationship. I have relationships on this channel, baby girl, with people who have the majority of the time have a difference of opinion than me, but we can respect one another. I can appreciate why people can think certain things, and they can appreciate where I can be coming from and why I do. Again, it doesn't mean that they have to agree with me, and I don't have to agree with them. And sometimes some elements of what we're talking about do make you think and change your opinion on certain things. And that's this road. And then you have the one in the middle, which they have a difference of opinion to you, so they just jump off that road and fuck off and you never see them again because they are unwilling to entertain anybody that has a difference of opinion. Unless you are supportive and giving them gratification for their thought process, they ain't interested. And again, I appreciate those people too, because maybe they've got better things to do than get into healthy debates. They've just got stuff outside of the internet that they can be entertained with. And that's it. They're just happy to see people on the same thought process as them, realize that that's probably the majority of people, and they're done with it. But then you have this path, and this path is what I would call the troll path. And that is that you have two different types of troll. You've got the troll who will 100% just say things and do things to be antagonistic. To be absolutely antagonistic. They know that if they go to a certain place and say a certain thing, then they are going to get a reaction from it. And if they're really lucky, there'll be a video or there'll be a post about it, and then that gives them gratification. But then you've got the other kind of a troll, and that is the troll who 100% believes in what they're saying. 100% believes in what they're saying. And they will be basing their belief, the entire construct of their belief, on what they consider as factual, or potentially their interpretation of something that they've seen. And what frustrates me as a content creator, and not only a content creator, but an individual, is when I see specifically someone who is building their belief construct on something that is not what they think it is. And that's where I have a problem with it. And that brings me on to the point of this video about facts in the Idaho 4 case. The reality is, we do not know what the facts are in the Idaho 4 case. Like, some people will come forward and they'll say, but the PCA is facts. That's factual. This is all factual. Some of it is factual in the sense that they have, for instance, they have a car that looks like a white Hyundai Elantra on video. That is the information that's being pushed out. And what's being pushed out in accordance with the PCA is they believe that that car is Brian Koberger's car. And that car is in that area on that camera at this specific time because they believe that this driver or the owner of this car was driving this car in this area at this time and did this crime. But that hasn't been proven yet. It hasn't been proven. So from a factual perspective, it could be fact. It could be, but we don't know that yet. We don't know if it's fact because we haven't had a trial. We haven't seen supportive evidence that would 100% offer everything else that you would need to see in order to truly understand that, yes, you are correct. That car in that footage that you see is Brian Koberger's car. And we know that because of this, and this. There are missing pieces to what we, the public, currently have. We don't have everything. It's like having a puzzle, and all you've got is the outside pieces. You know, the frame, the bit you do first, don't you? You do all the outside, you get all the bits with a straight edge, do them first. And you turn around and say, oh, I know what that's going to be a picture of. That's going to be a picture of the moon. And you guess that because you can see little bits, you can see fragments of this picture, and you believe it's the moon. But lo and behold, when it's fucking finished, it's Mercury, and you was wrong. It was similar to what you thought, but it wasn't. It was completely fucking different. And that's what the process of the court is. It's to get all of those pieces and put them in and drop them in. So you've got all of the pieces that when you step back, you can see the picture. We don't have that yet. We don't have it. We have information that was provided by law enforcement and the detectives, the investigators, that they've come across that they believe was enough to point the finger at this individual and say, we believe, based on what we've found here, that this is the guy that potentially did this crime. And we need him off the road so he don't fuck off and disappear. So we need to arrest him, get him locked up, make sure that he don't go away. And then we're going to go to trial and we're going to bring all of the other evidence that will nail this home because there'll be supportive evidence. There'll be other stuff that is also going to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he was there in this house. He was connected to these victims. That was his car. And he did this crime. Do you know what I mean? We don't have that. So when you have somebody who is saying what you're saying over here is wrong, and it's wrong because we know that, and again, I'll use this as an example, we know Brian Koberger was an incel. He had an issue with females. How do you know? How do you know that? Where's the factual evidence of that, for instance? When you turn around and say, well, they've got Brian Koberger's car and cat, what more do you want? We've got Brian Koberger's car sitting there. What more do you want? Again, I ask you, let me know down below, where is it shown as absolute undeniable fact that the car in that footage is Brian Koberger's car? Like, people talk about the pinging him in the area at the time of the crime. There isn't that information. We've got information that would state that Brian Koberger's phone was not transmitting to a tower around the times that these crimes took place, or at the times that they believe the crimes took place. But show me where it has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt as an absolute fact that this crime happened at this specific time even. We don't even have that. We have a guesstimation. We have a story that is being pushed forward. We have a witness who didn't exist originally, remember, and people seem to forget that. But not a witness, now a witness, and the witness is now saying that this person was in the house at this time, and therefore we have this time frame that just happens to coincide with this car being in this area. Do you know what I mean? And you can go around this story. But again, people struggle to understand that in terms of what we have access to regarding the Idaho 4 case, we don't have any facts. Like, there's so many people who talk about this knife sheath being the knife sheath that belongs to the weapon. We don't even know what the weapon was that was used. It has not been stated what the weapon or weapons were yet. But people are running with this K-bar sheath with Brian Koberger's DNA on it being the sheath that held the weapon that did the crime. You're speculating. You are at this stage assuming that there was one weapon and that weapon was this specific model of knife when you could be wrong. So you can't have a foundation to attack other people who have a difference of opinion if you are truly stating, well, we know it's him because of this, 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 and this, when that is not yet been proven to be factual. So please, 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 let me know down below what you would consider at this stage in this case to be a fact in the Idaho 4 case. A fact, an undeniable fact. And on the contrary, let me know down below what you feel is being pushed as fact, but is absolutely not yet being proven to be so. This should be interesting. Catch you all in the next one.